Yo, this is Dorky Diggity Dave, and today we're taking on how to beat Doctor Strange. I know, but let's do it anyway. Welcome back, guys. We are talking about Doctor Strange, how to beat him, and I know what you're thinking. You're like, Doctor Strange is like pretty much nothing these days, but he still is something, especially if he's on an unblockable 2 node. He can actually be a little bit of a thorn in your side. So let's go ahead and talk about how to beat him. Let's get it done. Doctor Strange, Mr. Doctor, have you come to bargain? Unfortunately, this previously fantastic champion has been relegated to the bottom tier via heel kick to the face. So why bother with a tutorial on how to beat such a sadly forgotten champion? Well, because he's not forgotten. As many map 6ers will tell you, Doctor Strange still has quite the presence, especially on unblockable special 2 nodes. And in this node, he starts out with 2 bars of power and can launch it right on your face at a moment's notice. This can be found in section 2 of map 6, right before the second mini boss and in Alliance War. Now on map 6, there's usually a bottleneck right around here where people are gathered in fear of losing one of their own to Mr. Doctor. So I'm here looking to put a stop to all of that right now. First things first, let's go in order. His level 1 special, it's 2 hits, dodge the first, then dodge the second. So the first part is an impact evade, so you're going to do that on the forward movement, and the second part is you evading the actual projectile. Now, if you get hit by it, he can regen his power immediately and you're in for it, especially if he's close to that L2. Now, the timing is just a little bit different if you're farther away. Not to mention the angle is also slightly off from what you're used to if you're closer. Alright, on to the main event. The level 2 special trips up a lot of people because the timing is a little different than you'd expect. After so many evades that are based on impact, meaning you evade at the forward point of the height of the animation. So you would think that watching this, you would get it right on that swing right there. That's where you would have that evade point, but that is not the case. You have to do it slightly before, and this might be a little bit opposite because you do this. This is what you do on fights like Iron Man, Iceman, or Thor, or others that follow the same pattern. Now, following this technique will get you evasion on the first hit, but you won't be able to recover fast enough to evade the second, or the third for that matter, which means you're gonna get KO'd into oblivion. This normally isn't a problem outside of this node because you can simply just block the first hit and dodge the other 2, but because we are in unblockable land, we've got to pay very close attention. The evade point you're looking for is his back. When you see his back at this point is where you evade. It's a little awkward and against the grain, I know, but you'll get used to it. So look at the subtle differences in timing between these two. As you can see, Hyperion gets the early evade and it allows him to recover fast enough to evade the other 2 parts of the attack. Now the next thing to get down is the rhythm and you are good to go. So let's go ahead and practice that now with some sound. So the key here is proper evasion of the first part of the special. Now this one isn't based on that impact like we talked about, but the other 2 are, so keep that in mind when you're practicing. So I've gone ahead and linked the full fight in the description below so that you can watch it in action and have a point of reference without having to watch the tutorial over and over and over. Unless you want to. And I know you want to. Once again, this is Dorky Diggity Dave. You just saw how to take care of Doctor Strange, and mainly we're talking about that special 2, that L2, and how to avoid it, how to evade it, and not get hit. So I hope you liked the video, and if you did, go ahead and click subscribe, click like, leave a comment, share it with your friends, share it with your mama. All that stuff helps me out, and remember, stay dorky, and I'll catch y'all on the flip.